I got this in 4K just a little bit ago. Right now we're seeing the booster being moved to the launch site here. It's almost all the way there. So I went live with the live stream as well. So I'll be back in a few seconds, a few minutes. Good morning, August 23rd, 2022, Ocean Camera Space Corp, Palma Marcos. They went for it, that's for sure. Yeah. Hey, no enemies. They're really bringing that. I guess to go around that bend over there, they have to move way to the left. Good morning. Sorry. Standing in the back of the truck here on the property. Let's see what's going on. Johnny, Mix, Sir Chris, Ninja, SFS. Tony, good morning. You think possible booster lift by Chopsticks? Yeah, we are looking at the Chopsticks moving up, so that is quite a possibility. QD is retracted to the right. That's true. Morning, John. Elon's Tiki Bar, good stuff. I just looked outside my truck while waking up here on the property, and I saw that the booster was moving its way down the way there. So weather conditions. Thanks, Tony. Let's see what the weather is. Partly cloudy, 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. The winds from the south at 6. So yeah, that's good. It's not that windy right now. Humidity is 89%. Good stuff. I guess that turn over there to the left is quite a ways to the left there before they make that turn. I got it in 4K as it was just getting to the tower and then getting past the tank farm there from our view. So I'll upload that later as well. About 2 minutes worth of footage when I was at that spot before going live. 32C in Moscow. Good stuff, Mix. Good stuff. There's still a booster over there in the high bay too. Well, the mega bay, there is a booster there as well. So I'm looking over there. There is a booster over there. So I wonder if they moved this one out in the middle of the night or something. Is booster 8 over there in the mega bay? Is that what we're saying? And is this booster 7 or is this 8? If anyone knows. Yeah, I would imagine it's 7. Good stuff. Thanks, Dave. Alan. Let's get this up a bit. So, Chris, okay. All 33 Raptors. Hey, Carl, 7. Maybe it's better to have some ground in the view here. Let me tilt it back down. Here we go. Mick says there's some type of information that Booster 10 will launch from Florida off of 39A. Interesting. Hey, Alan, I just woke up, so I'm rejuvenated a little bit. I actually slept. Thanks. Yeah, I own the property that I'm standing on right now, so it's not like I can't. Yeah, it's good stuff. I own the property where I am currently, Alan. Dave says some people think Booster 7 will be for doing all the testing and Booster 8 will be the first to fly. Oh, okay, good stuff. It may be that in a couple days, on Friday, I might have my inverter going and I'll be able to do this quite comfortably with my Nikon camera from this spot. So should have a 125 zoom capability from this spot. I'm within a mile, Sir Chris. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, nice to see you too. Good stuff. Good stuff. I recognize your photo there. Good stuff. Maybe I'll get out the umbrella. We're getting some wind now. I could plug in the mic again or something. Let me see. Yeah, let me get the mic, I guess. Just a minute. Okay, climbing back into the truck here. Just a minute. Plugging the mic in. All right, mic is plugged in. Yeah, it does look like the first thing I saw this morning was some of the big clouds out here. Let me know if the audio is good. They may still be navigating that entrance over there to the main gate. Thanks, Chris. Good stuff, Tony. There is a road closure today. Thanks, Johnny. Hey, Nick, yeah, I bought some soil for the banana tree. Okay, we are seeing, I think, some closing in to the right there of the booster. I'm looking at the space between the hoppy and the booster. Looks to be closing in. Yeah, it is moving to the right there. Good stuff. Yeah, so there is a closure today from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it looks like we're definitely going to get to see the booster get lifted onto the platform today. I would see that happening today. They have everything prepared for that. Quick disconnect is over there to the right side. The chopsticks are lifted up. Yeah, I don't think they'll static fire today, but they'll definitely probably lift it onto the orbital launch platform. I could see that happening. They already prepared for it. Okay, so Chris says all clear for today for the weather. Good stuff. Thanks. The booster is going over that new area on the pavement just outside the main gate there. So they did that. They just put rebar in that section where the booster is going over right now. So looks like maybe they did it to make that a little bit smoother and more sturdy, you know. Captain says, looks like it'll be a chopstick lift to booster 7. Marvin nowhere near the orbital launch mount. Oh, that's true. Yes, Marvin is at the entrance still. Booster is making its way there to the right, now almost completely eclipsed by the hoppy there. Yeah, it's going in right now, says Circus. Interesting. It's pretty cool how they can move that without there being a road closure. So there were some sheriffs, and I guess if there's a lull in the morning or in the middle of the night and there's no traffic, they can gauge the traffic from 18 miles down the road at the checkpoint where the border control is. So the only way into this area is through that checkpoint. So if there's no one coming down and they're ready to move it, they probably get the okay to, with the sheriffs, to take them down the road and to transport it that 2 miles from the build site over there to the launch site. So that's pretty cool how they've streamlined that process of getting permission to move big things down the road without there being a road closure. So Martin, I don't know if the chopsticks are fixed, but they've been working on it for several days, maybe a week, and they have them lifted up right now. Well, I guess we'll see today if they use them, if they're fixed. Hey, morning, Stephanie. Evening to you, or afternoon to you, but yeah, it is evening for you. Okay, 17. It's about 9 p.m., I believe, where you are, Steph. That's good stuff, at least. Maybe 10 p.m., so. $10:30 p.m. Good stuff. Thank you. It's good stuff. In Australia, everybody. In some areas, it's 8:30. Some areas it's 9:30, and I guess some areas it's 10:30. Good stuff. I'm trying to remember the differences in time there, Steph. Let me see. Martin says the expected first launch date is getting late because of all the delays. I guess. Yep. Good stuff. Johnny says it is 14:30. Huh. Is that 8 p.m.? Huh. Okay. It looks like it's inside the gate there. That hook that we're seeing up there from the Marvin crane usually is right above the center of the road over there. Or maybe it's on the SpaceX side of things, but it doesn't go over to the public side of things. So the booster is to the right of the bottom of that hook there over the road. So they have gone into the main gate already. So they've made it. So. Stephanie says it's technically possible for a static fire attempt today. Interesting. Very interesting. There is a marine notice from the 22nd to the 25th too. So they have the capability of doing that type of they could do a static fire if they wanted to. So they have permission. So. Stephanie says lift before 10 a.m. Morning, Mark. From Freedom, Kentucky. Good stuff. There's a tanker moving down the road too. Coming to the shot in a little bit. March says the crane's not near the launch pad. That's correct. The thought has been here that maybe the chopsticks will do the lift. Light that stainless candle. It says no enemies. No enemies. There we go. At the bottom there on the right is a trucker coming in, tanker. Some gases. Dave says, I doubt static fire today. Yeah. I would lean toward no static fire today too, but you never know. You never know. Johnny says, I wonder how they proceed with the booster 7 static fires. Maybe 2 or 3 engines together next? Question mark. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, maybe a couple days at least to make sure everything's good after transport. That's you know, that would be reasonable. Yeah, sausage. Boca Chica is pretty windy. Yeah, from the south or from the southeast, we get a lot of wind. There's not a lot of trees around here, so maybe if there were more trees, that would stop the wind, you know? Texas, I believe, has a lot of just flat, open land, so. Probably northern Mexico does too, so. Yeah. One of the cool things is from the morning, I can see the sun rise, and then almost from the same spot, I can see the sun set on the horizon there, so. Yep. Johnny's 303 says, I think close to the ocean there's always more wind because of the temperature differences. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, the wind's picking up. Let me get the umbrella. Sorry about that. All right, that cuts down on the wind. Good stuff. The wind's coming from the west at the moment, so it's shifting back and forth, maybe from the south to the west. We're getting more wind from the west at the moment, so. We don't usually get wind from the west, so. The area where the booster is right now, I believe there's a lot of stuff piled up in the center of the parking lot over there. So it may be a little bit difficult area for the booster to maneuver around to get toward the tower. So they have kind of two options. They could move it toward the methane tanks over there and squeeze through that area, or maybe they could go the long route a little bit to the right over there and go all the way, maybe they would have to bring it all the way around rather than to just go straight toward the launch site there, toward the tower, because they got a lot of stuff piled up in the center. Maybe last night they moved it all out of the way, but I doubt that. It's probably still there, so that's why it's taken so long to go just from the main entrance to the tower. All right, it has cleared at least some area over there. Seems to be moving a little quicker now. Cool, cool. Looks like it's on the final stretch there, going toward the tower. Final stretch. Let me move it toward the center here. Here we go. Thanks, no enemies. That's cool. Appreciate it. Thumbs up. Good stuff. Yeah, give a thumbs up if you like the smash a like. Says no enemies. Good stuff. Still a bit to go. Yeah, that's true. Says Sir Chris. Yeah. The Starship is on pad B, so the booster is going toward the orbital launch platform. So there is a good amount of distance there. They're not going to hit each other. There's a lot of space back in the area that we're looking at now. So, yeah. That's Starship 24 there. August 23rd, 2022. Booster 7. Martin, we don't have the time thing, but it is 7:52 a.m. Central Time. 7:52 a.m. Thanks. Thanks for that, because it's good to have timestamps throughout the video. Good stuff. Thanks. This would be a good screenshot, cut and paste, put the Starship on top, and post the video. You could probably take the left side of the photo and put it on the right side where the Starship is, just to fill in that spot. It would still be that gray color. Yeah, so Chris says they'll still have to unchain the booster from the stand it's on, and that will take an hour or two. That's correct. Yep. It's going to take a while for them to do the prep for lift. Yep, true. Unless they found some way of automating everything and doing it in a couple seconds. That'll be down the road. You know, Insta launch. That'll be the SpaceX Insta launch. That might be a good name for a company. So if someone out there watching this show wants to start their own space company, look into Insta Launch, and maybe it's not trademarked yet. Maybe the company name is available. You could start your company called Insta Launch, and maybe it's just a something where you coordinate with other space companies, and you're like the ticket. You're the ticket guy, and your company makes all the connections to make that Insta Launch possible. I'm gonna have to check into that. Maybe it's still a. I get so excited I hit the camera. Maybe it's a untrademarked name, and you could take that forward. So it's kind of like you're almost like a promoter, and you make all the connections so that someone who does want to launch something just goes to you, and it's almost like a Unishippers. There's a company called Unishippers, and they work with all the different trucking companies, and they'll give you a quote. You think it's been taken? So Chris, um, the QD looks to be good, but not so sure about the chopsticks. So no, yeah, the QD does not. I don't think it has all the old attachments that it had in the back. Before it used to. Have the claw and everything. I don't think it has all that. So. Yeah, maybe check out InstaLaunch. If it's not taken, maybe consider, if you're a business person, maybe trademark the name and get it going. But that's I think I'll check into that after the stream. So. The Nightbot reminds me of the purpose of Ocean camera space is to video the liquid oceans on every moon, planet, and asteroid in the solar system, and to harvest the water to sustain human life in space. Good stuff. I would say click the subscribe if you're new to the channel. And we just saw the Booster 7, I believe, get moved to next to the orbital launch platform there. And we see the Starship 20 something over there too, 24 on pad B. And in a couple hours, we'll probably see the booster get lifted onto the orbital launch platform. There's a possibility that I'll be over there and I'll get a closer shot of that lift. And thanks for watching. I'll stream a little bit longer, another 5 minutes at least. And yeah, that is the activity this morning here. Captain Pike says, what forms the clouds over the Gulf is the east winds from the Gulf moving faster than the onshore winds, causing the formation of the clouds. Okay, so the wind moves faster over the ocean is what you're saying, and then that kind of piles up over the coast. Wow. Interesting. Thanks, Captain. Yep. Thanks, no enemies. Yep. Lake effect clouds. Okay. Captain Pike says, here in the Great Lakes, we call them lake effect clouds. Looks like mountains at sunrise. Huh. That's cool. That makes sense. Anytime, Sausage. Good stuff. Welcome. Yeah, that is the most I can zoom from this spot with this camera. I do have another camera, and yeah, Tony says it'd be nice to see all 33 engines when the booster is lifted. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I can get that shot, assuming I'm not in Brownsville at that time. So if there is a road closure, then they're probably going to do that lift. I'm not sure I'll be able to be down there, but I could leave the truck there. I accept I've got all the power and everything. Yeah, I can't do a live. I can do a live stream with this camera that I'm using right now, but as far as leaving the Nikon camera there, I can't necessarily do that today. I can do it another day, but not today. So. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. I think it's the phrase. See how the cookie crumbles here. Get a zoom out shot. Get a little zoom out. Still moving? What is it, moving away from the Starship toward the orbital launch platform? Is that what it's doing? Carl says it stopped. Okay. I think the road is open though, so I can definitely get a lot closer. All right, I'll probably go another 60 seconds. I think it's moving toward the chopsticks. Okay, unless something exciting happens in the next 60 seconds, I'll wind it down. One of the sponsors here is Boat Transport Quotes, and the website there is boattransportquotes.com. You can follow that link in the chat. Otherwise, on the OceanCam website, if you can look up the sponsors page, and you'll see that if you have a boat and like move somewhere, you can talk with Bill over there and see what they can do for you. Okay, if it's still moving, let me know, Sir Chris, when it stops moving. I'll stay alive until it stops moving. So maybe it'll go a lot further to our right from this perspective, and that'll be worth getting video of. So I'll stay. I'll keep it going as long as you tell me to keep it going. But if it stops somewhere and it's just gonna stay there, then let me know. Okay, they're gonna move it right into the sticks, says Sir Chris. Good stuff. Okay, well, we'll keep going. Keep going. I'm not in any rush to go anywhere, so if there's something worth saying, let's get it on camera. Good stuff. Yeah, whatever you're doing today, I wish you the best. Thanks for tuning in. The day is just starting here, and whenever you're watching this, thanks for tuning in. Good stuff. I'll be uploading a 4K, 2-minute 4K shot of the booster just passing the tower and going toward the tank farm from this within a higher imagery. So it'll be 2 minutes. I will upload that later after the show. Well, congrats to SpaceX. Good for them. Taking some action this morning and getting things rolling. It was looking a little bit dire there with no visible action for a little while. So. Every 45 minutes to an hour, there's a bunch of messages that come through on the chat here. So I have it on like a 45 to an hour cycle for the messages we get here in the chat. Captain Pike says, my thought is a couple of days before the static fire, there's a lot of new Raptor vent plumbing that was installed on the overlaunch mount needing testing. Okay, so the captain here is saying they installed a lot of plumbing on the orbital launch mount. That's true. I got some of that imagery as well. And maybe they need to test it a little bit, huh? That's cool. Good stuff. So Chris says, looks like they're lining it up to the chopsticks. Good stuff. Good stuff. See what time it is, just a minute. 8:09 in the morning, 8:09. So that would mean in an hour and 51 minutes, there's a road closure. Hour and 51 minutes. 10 a.m. Let's see if that still happens. They could always cancel that road closure. So, but if they are going to do testing today, it would be very useful to for that to happen today. So today is Tuesday. So. So this is the view from the back of my truck. I have a camera pole behind me. There is a pole, a tall, what is like a 22-foot, camera thing, and so I have another setup setup where I can put the other camera on a little bit taller up, so we'll get a little better view. So, but this was a impromptu, quick setup of this tripod and camera this morning. Let me zoom out a little bit here. That's funny. Sir Chris says, keep your eyes out for drones. Did they mention a drone launch or something? Drone launching? Ah, good stuff. The road is open, so I'm good. But yeah, maybe over there at the launch site, they'll be launching a drone. So. I guess maybe they want to check and make sure the booster is in a good configuration to be moving into the chopsticks there. So that's what I would do. Sausage, there is a, asks Elon in Boca Chica, there is a Twitter page, I believe. I don't know if it's still active, but it was called Elon's Jet, and you could see the comings and goings of Elon's airplane. All right, Martin says yes, that maybe Elon is in Boca Chica. I think that's an answer to that question. It could be something else. I said sorry. So it's still doesn't know if Elon's here. Okay. Yeah, but check out the Twitter page for, I think it's Elon's Jet, and that has a kind of an automatic coming and goings of Elon's plane. Let us know if it's still moving, the Starship, the booster there.
I guess we're waiting on a drone, huh? It's on POSS. They stopped for now. Ground crew probably lining it up, says Captain. Okay. Oh, it's on pause. Okay, I got you. Thanks, Sir Chris. Okay, Sarge says his jet landed in Austin 17 hours ago, apparently. All right. Maybe he took a ride down from Austin, or maybe it's still over there. Hey, Ryan. Elon put out a tweet yesterday, I believe it was, that they're looking to accomplish two things by the end of this year, and one is the orbital launch of the Starship booster combo, and the second is the self-driving vehicle software. So those are the two goals for the next 4 months for SpaceX and Tesla. Yeah, so sometime by the end of this year is their goal here to launch the orbital flight. If Elon landed in Austin, then he could, whenever it's time for him to, maybe he'll fly down before or after or during the static fire. So if they do a static fire anytime soon, then he'll probably fly down. Or maybe he'll just come and check it out and then go do something else. And when it's time for a static thing, he'll probably be here on site. So. So if you're on Twitter, you can, whenever you see that Elon's plane lands in Brownsville, that's when you know the action's going to happen. So it's not the only time action will happen, but it's definitely a good indicator of something happening. So. Sarge says he might just fly his drone around remotely and watch too. The drone rules, the rules for having a drone is you have to be in visible sight of the drone. So somebody else could fly the drone and he could direct that person on where to fly the drone, but whoever's flying the drone has to be on site. You can't really do it from a distance. But I'm not sure if he has any special waivers on drones, etc. All right. Ryan asks, is there a specific Twitter account that shares Elon's plane? I'm assuming so. Yes, there is, Ryan, or there at least used to be. It's called Elon's Flight. So look for that Twitter handle. Otherwise, you might be able to Google search it, Elon's Flight, Twitter, and maybe that'll bring it up. All right, I'll end the stream here. Looks like Carl says no move for several minutes. Nice to see you, Ryan. For those who are not a member of the channel, give it a thumbs up if you like it, or consider subscribing. There will be probably many, many more videos. Elon's Jet. Okay, there we go. Sausage says the name of that Twitter thing is Elon's Jet. And there'll be probably many more videos uploaded going forward. And thanks for tuning in. Good stuff. Paul Marcos with Ocean Camera Space Corp. Yeah, it's been a good morning. Take care. Thank you. Good night. Good day to you, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And thank you. Okay. From SpaceX South Texas launch site, looking at the Booster 7 having moved to the launch site here, and they're preparing for a lift and eventual static fire. Take care. Thanks for all the help, everybody. It's been fun being here in the chat.